Welcome to the Broke College Bros podcast, number 33.
Ding ding.
Second podcast with two mics. It still feels good.
Yeah.
I like having a personal mic.
I think it's a little bit better now.
Yeah.
Than the last time. So we kind of figured some stuff out, which was basically me just turning down my gain on my mic a little bit.
You didn't give me enough credit last podcast with how much I did to get this working, because
how would you know you didn't listen to the podcast?
Quality wise, no. But I was the one who reminded you that the computer was echoing when it played back through the mics and we were doing that loop. I pointed that out to you.
You're really proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, because you spent like 2 hours without realizing that might be happening.
But no one else made the point of saying that, which was really...
To me, it seemed a little obvious.
Did it? I'm glad you got to sit and play Monster Hunter for 3 hours and it was so obvious to you.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to figure it out.
Cool. Very cool.
Anyway. How's your week? How's your week, Ben?
My week's going pretty good. What are we? It's like a Thursday today. It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
It's Wednesday today.
Yeah.
Wednesday's good. Our schedule is like weird for posting. Like I feel like we need to figure out something. Like, okay. Or maybe if we just record on Wednesdays and post on Sundays, that would make sure there's like enough of a buffer window. Because I feel like when we record like on a Saturday and then post on a Sunday, and then it's like...
We usually do Thursdays.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Because Thursdays are the days where I have so much... We always do it at
night.
Yeah, it's Thursday nights because I get out of class at like 4,
yeah.
And you never have to work.
Oh, yeah, you don't have classes.
Yeah, Wednesday will not work other than this week.
You can do mornings, though.
No, 9 a.m. classes.
Not on Thursdays, right?
Oh, yeah, I could do Thursday mornings.
Because, I feel like mornings are a good way to just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And that way it's not like...
More Monster Hunter afterwards. Yeah,
more Monster Hunter. Or you can, like, drive... It's not like you having to come from classes, drive here at 7:30 at night. Now we're recording till 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And, like, get out of the way in the morning. Couple hours, be done by noon. And then, yeah.
Yeah. Then I could rather just go straight to UB, get actual work done.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Instead of getting it done the day before.
Uh-huh.
Fucking king of that.
That'll work. We could do that. All right. Well, now the people know. So
yeah,
you're welcome.
Yeah. The inner workings of Broke College Bros. It's usually about 3 text messages and then a podcast.
Here we are.
Yeah, and then Ben doing all the uploading stuff.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's your computer.
Hey man, I was just saying yeah. I wasn't like I was saying it.
I sensed
angrily.
I sensed the tone,
but that's good.
Yeah,
I like you.
I'm
using up all my computer data.
Yeah, it's no problem.
God, where's my throat?
God knows I don't already have enough stuff on my computer.
You really need to stop downloading porn.
It's so good though. But yeah,
it's really good. I've seen.
I'm on my spring break from school. It's nice. I'm 21 years old.
Hey.
Birthday was last Wednesday.
Yes, it was. Happy birthday again.
Yep.
You
went out to yeah.
You made it through the gauntlet. That's what happens.
Wasn't that bad because it was a Wednesday night, but so bars weren't really open till.
Could you imagine, like, if we had all of the modern day trappings that we're already in of just like, going to school, getting a part-time job, working at McDonald's, all that stuff, but then it's just, I always think about but there's just one really random crazy thing in our world that everyone just accepts as normal. Like when you turn 21, you have to go through this crazy rite of passage trial that you have to survive. And it's like, if you drink this thing, it'll try to kill you. But if you can survive it, you are now an adult.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, yeah, turning 21 today, I got to take my rite of passage. But then, I got classes tomorrow the next day. So hopefully it's not too bad of a killing session.
Yeah. Luckily classes weren't till 2 the next day.
There you
and
go.
I didn't go to them anyway because we had D&D.
That's true.
We had a sweet D&D session.
Yeah.
Which, thinking back, really wish we would have recorded that one. Because it was we had one end of the campaign and then one, one-off session where we just made a bunch of shit up.
Yeah, all right. So this is my reason why oh, shit. Sorry, people. I'm not used to my pop screen. My pop screen. That was weird.
I don't think that's what it fixes. I don't think it fixes the as much as the.
I know. I just wanted to make whatever. Besides the point. I didn't really feel like because we spent it was really fun. And once things got going, and like me and you had really good moments together, and like so did James and Owen and everything. And it was almost comical how poorly Owen did.
The usual.
Yeah. But we spent like, I don't know if you like, we played that for like 10 hours, right? 3 of those hours was figuring out the mechanics and like figuring out how the world was going to work.
Well, yeah, we started recording after that.
But we were like playing as that was happening. So it was like this very weird process, and then people were getting frustrated, and like me and you were talking and having a good time, but it was just like then there would have been a lot of silence from other people in there. It was just like I still liked it. I think it was fun. I say like if we were to go into that universe again and play with those rules, totally.
I think it was
my character lived.
Yeah,
I mean, all of our characters lived.
We all got out for once. We all survived.
Yeah, it was really fun. We made this like Crow was saying. We finished like our D&D 4-year-long session. We finished the first arc of a story that should have only taken about a year and a half.
Yeah, and he had a little epilogue.
Years.
Got everyone was like, "Here's where we are now. Owen's dead."
Yep,
the usual, you know.
I have a house.
Yeah.
Still, I mean.
Yeah, it's you've gotten another step in rebuilding it, gotten more support on rebuilding it.
Home base, bro.
I didn't get to poison anyone, but I'm looking forward.
It was a short epilogue.
Yeah.
I was expecting like that to be like a huge thing, and then that like the little seconds thing would be like 3 hours or something. It was the reverse.
Yeah, it was. But that second one was.
It was amazing. I loved it.
So we created.
Yeah.
So basically, our DM Scott was like, "Oh well," he gave us a vote on what kind of one-off kind of thing we were gonna do. We're gonna make up a like scenario world. We all chose medieval space.
Hell yeah.
Because yes.
Yeah.
And it did not really go to medieval space.
It was just medieval. It was just space. But there was like, with medieval flair. It was basically just. It was everything. It happened to have some medieval features, but it was more like just kind of.
Medieval feature was my axe.
And like.
A space castle.
A space castle on an asteroid, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I think I came up with that idea. It was like the floating space castles. Yeah. Like it was cool. Like, and there was like really cool idea. It was just like a mashup, which I love when it's like you just take like little bits and pieces of all these different things, and you kind of shove them in together. And it's like have fun. Like
so we all decided that it was like we're in a spaceship, but it's like a wooden spaceship basically.
Yeah.
Because it had to be medieval.
I was like, can this ship have like electronic cells, please, that just kind of turn on?
Yeah.
Cannonballs, and he's like, yeah, sure.
Why not?
Why not? I mean.
And the first thing we did was fail a stealth check in the ship and get shot down onto a planet we weren't supposed to go to.
Yeah.
Very first thing. Well, we got the orders to go and do the thing, and then got shot down.
Yeah. Everything that could go. It was just like one of those sessions where you don't. For anyone who's played D&D, you probably know this, but for anyone who's never played D&D before, there are two like super states that you can roll where there is a natural 20, which means you've done the best you can possibly do. Like if you're looking for something that even if it's super obscure, it's like you know it and you found it super easily and it tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Or you roll a natural 1, which just bones you. Like with anything, like in combat, natural 1 into combat is almost the best time to get a natural 1. If you think about it.
Yeah, until your axe gets stuck in the floor and you have to strength it out.
Yeah, but at least that's only like a turn where it's like you get a natural 1 on the stealth check in your ship, and now your ship's blown up. Like
That's true.
It's
but stealth is the worst because like you have to go on knowing
that
you're not in
up.
stealth, but you have to act like you're in stealth.
Yeah, you're like, oh great,
we're approaching the space castle. Yes. You get shot by an impact rod going down. Oh. How much damage does that do? Yeah, there's a part of the ship that's just gone.
And then everyone just starts fumbling around the ship. It was great. I mean,
having zero experience, absolutely zero things that we've done on that ship other than enter stealth check.
Yeah.
It's like, so what's the layout of this ship
Yeah.
and where are we looking?
Well, there was a part of the ship that is now gone. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give like a whole play-by-play of like what happened.
Yeah.
But
basically, we crash landed. We stole a ship, became pirates and stole a ship. Went up to the castle.
well, we stole a lot of ships.
Yeah. Went up to the castle, blended in with the hillbillies. Also, the castle was owned by hillbillies. It wasn't like a king or anything.
Yeah, it was just like
they were just turnip farmers because turnips were the main source of income.
Black market currency in the world, universe, galaxy.
Natural. Everything ran on turnips.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh yeah, so we got up there. Me and Ben blended in. James and Owen stole a ship and crashed it into the castle because we were there to like kill the leader of the. It was like a military base. They crashed into the castle, and then me and Ben went and stole another ship, and then James got on it and crashed it into the castle again. And then we went and killed the leader.
Go.
And then we stole another ship, fought off two like space moss things, and left.
Yeah, it's like the cordyceps zombies from The Last of Us, like mushroom zombie creatures. It was really fun.
Our group is really good at taking ships now
and crashing them. Yeah, man, glad we don't do that. Well, I mean, space is almost worse. At least we didn't crash like in space. Like we were in a protective area.
Yeah. Until we weren't because we broke it.
Yeah, nothing went according to plan in that whole thing.
Everything worked out.
Oh, here's my point. Man, when you have one, it only takes one. But when one person is just rolling natural ones the whole time, like, oh, that was the big one. Owen was playing this like android cyborg thing. So we'll get into like the class stuff, but Owen rolled a natural 1 when we were running out of this cave, and there was this swarm of bugs, and he just was like engulfed by these centipedes and just buried under the ground. Like, oh my fucking god. And then like I had this sweet rifle because Scott let us have like a lot of free control over how we made our characters, but I had this rifle that I could take my sword and put it into the rifle and I could have a super shot with it. And I went to go shoot this centipede attacking off Owen, and I landed the shot and did like 3 damage to it. That was not my... and normally if you land, you get to roll double the amount of dice for it. Didn't work out well.
Didn't roll double the dice.
Yeah, it was not a good time. But yeah, but it was just a really funny time. Like Owen was like in really good spirits about it. It was funny because he kept rolling natural ones and he was just getting screwed and like
yeah. I don't think we could have counted as high as the amount of natural ones he rolled. It's just constant from him.
I was shocked.
Medical checks at the end. Pretty sure in combat he was rolling them. Pretty sure
anything that didn't have to do with
like
him.
2.
Yeah, but like anything that didn't have to do with him, like when he would go to heal us or
it was great.
Help, perfect. Anything that had to do with himself, terrible. It was really funny. It was a good time.
Yeah. So.
But
So
but like we built like that's class the thing.
System.
We built a whole different style of D&D. Like we built a whole like stat system and like skill system and then classes, and like we all kind of got to pick what we wanted for our classes and like pick a few things that seemed relatively balanced. And
so basically it was like Scott made a list of probably like 12 or 14 skills that replaced like strength, charisma, dex, all those.
Yeah, the standard
which
6
stayed relatively in line, but it was pretty much a mashup of those that applied to stuff we would be doing in medieval space, Roman Empire, Turnip Wars.
Yeah, so it's just like instead of like one skill was just computers.
Yeah,
because there's so much technology, flying ships, hacking stuff.
Yeah,
like so that kind of encompasses a lot of things. There were some really random skills that I was like, some of these didn't seem as powerful as the other ones, like lock picking. Like that's why no one picked lock picking because Like, why would I pick lockpicking when I can pick psionic defense and psionic attack as my things? Like, I think everyone had that. I felt like, but it was still cool. Like, I mean, and the stats were super simple. It wasn't like you rolled for stats in this. It was just you got a 2, 3 1s,
and 2 zeros.
and 2 zeros.
So you still got 6, and you just had to pick from the list.
Yeah, but the way the stats worked though was, excuse me. There were like whatever. So you pick 6 skills, and then you put those 6 stats into those 6 skills. But those skills determined, like, how do we describe this? Like psionic defense or psionic attack. So those are like your magic abilities for this science universe. So it's like, you know, if anyone's played Mass Effect, you know about like psionic abilities. It's not like having a +2 gives you like, I don't even know how to describe it, like a +2 modifier to your attacks and all that crap. It's literally depending, it's like it's a modifier. I don't know how to describe. I just said it's not a modifier.
Yeah,
it's like
it basically determined the amount of
abilities,
stuff you know.
Yeah.
So like if you had a +2 for either attack or defense, you got 4.
You times it, multiplied it by 2, so you get 4 spells, and then
so and like this, I can't even remember what, because James was the one who had the like attacks. He had like electric hands and fire hands and
gravity pull. Like, surge and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool. And then
defense was all about, it was like shields. I had like, there's a teleport ability that was used for like attack or defense.
Yeah. There was like blink, so you could kind of like weave through the fields. You had like, that was my favorite thing, and I wish we had some space outside space battle that we were like kind of floating around in space combat, but everything was kind of on ground. But blink as an ability in this, and we didn't fight a ton of enemies. That's when I was thinking about using it. But with the blink, you had like crazy movement capabilities. Like it
was pretty much doubling
your movement. So, but minus having to dash. So if you did dash,
and it was
you
a
got
bonus
like
action. It was basically being a rogue and having a bonus action to dash.
Yeah,
except you just appear.
Yeah, you just teleport, and then it was cool. Like my favorite moment was I was over a ridge with Crow. And one of our Owen rolled like a nat 1 and fell down the hill. And I like was like, oh crap. And I like prepped my sniper rifle for my super shot. And then Crow got his axe out with his like jetpack ability. Or no, he just rolled down you just slid down the hill.
I meant to slide like a Monster Hunter slide. It turned into like a half tumble. Like I've had to catch myself a couple times on the way down.
And he slid down the hill. So he like attempted to axe the dude. I successfully sniper rifled the dude in the chest with my super shot, and he started running away, and then I blinked towards him and like pulled out my saber and like slashed him, and I was like, that was the coolest thing I think I've ever done in any sort of D&D session. It just was so smooth. But yeah, so it was really cool. Like I just to like go for like what my character got to do was like, I was basically
I was just like a sharpshooter.
Yeah, I was just more so a sharpshooter soldier than like a melee class. I did have a saber, but basically, with my marksman ability, I got this quick draw skill, which allowed me to pull out pistols as a bonus action and take a shot with like a low powered pistol, which was cool. My sniper rifle had the ability, and I've always thought about this as a rifle, and I've realized it came up from some Star Wars comic book, but like I had a plasma saber. I put in my plasma rifle, but when I put it in, it like supercharges my next shot out of my rifle, and then my rifle can't be used for 2 turns, and I can only use my saber afterwards, and then I can't use that move until like next combat. But like, so that was super cool. And then and then I had this like augmentation, since I took a little bit of psionic
defense.
That was my psionic attack was my augmented eye.
Oh,
which allowed me to just get advantage on all attacks the next turn. So it was like really cool because you had to prep it and like really set up a shot. It's like a sniper rifle setting up a shot, and then it was just cool. It like felt really cool, and it was nice being like the person that created the ideas. And I mean, I felt pretty balanced. I didn't feel overpowered in any way.
Yeah, I pretty much went for aggro tank.
Yeah.
It was just took just defenses so I could blink around, but also have the super powered overshield that acted pretty much like
powered.
Yeah, it just halved all attacks on a game that did not have like high attacks.
Oh yeah, that was a big thing in this game. I mean, we're all level 1 anyway, but he wanted to keep it that way. Like even if you're like level like 15, I'm guessing is like you don't get a ton of HP. Like your total HP with your shield, like everyone had spacesuits on that gave you 10 temporary HP, and then you also most characters, like I had like 8 health points, you had 10.
Yeah.
And then James had less. James had like 16 with his shield, and then Owen's character was an android that didn't need a spacesuit, so he had like 15, but we made consequences for him just having like a straight 15 HP. Yeah, it was really
also,
cool.
There were consequences that we made for like having a spacesuit not in space, so that was like you can't just use it as a shield. We didn't actually follow those consequences. It was supposed to lower your dodge. It was supposed to give you like either a minus or disadvantage to dodge when wearing it, not in space. We didn't do that.
I thought we decided not to do that.
I don't know. I don't remember deciding not to, but
oh yeah, no, we were supposed to totally
didn't.
not. It depended on the atmosphere. No, because the atmosphere outside where we were would have been harmful.
Unless everyone else was and I wasn't.
For what?
For disadvantage on dodge. I don't know.
I didn't have any disadvantages ever on dodge.
Yeah, I only had disadvantage when I tried using the computer that one time and broke an engine.
Yeah, so in D&D, like with your 6 main abilities, you also have like I should better say 6 characteristics or stats, and inside of those 6 stats, you have abilities. So if you're not particularly good at something, it's not like you immediately have disadvantage on it, where all of like the 12 abilities, you got to choose 6, or I should say, I'll keep it the same. So in this space universe, we had 6 stats, and there were another 12 stats in total. So 6 stats, instead of just like not being really good at it, it was, no, you had disadvantage on everything, which made things difficult to say the least. Which, I mean, it had flair, but
yeah, I liked it overall.
Yeah, I definitely. I was just thinking like certain abilities were too critical to have, like psionic attack, psionic defense, and marksman were like 3 abilities you just needed to have if you wanted to do good in most combat situations. And then
you'd want to just not be at disadvantage to dodge.
Yeah, and dodge.
So and then it was like the way I figured it afterwards is like I thought we had decided that. I thought we had decided that lockpicking wasn't going to be a skill until like halfway through, and he's like, "Are any of you proficient in lockpicking?" I think that should have put in like history.
Yeah,
because lockpicking on its own is limited. Although we were stealthing around, so. But in any other case, even with stealthing, it was used like once. Because we weren't very stealthy.
Yeah, but and then he decided it was like we were supposed to kill this dude and make it look like an accident, and he decided to use lockpicking as the stat to make it seem like an accident. Where I'm like, I don't think lockpicking encompasses setup like murder accident or like.
I thought I did a good job. I think a banana peel would have really sold it.
I mean. That was the idea from the start.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have thought through.
Murder him and then put a banana peel at his feet.
Yeah. But still, I mean, for figuring it out still, like, yeah, it was awesome. It was really fun. The most different version, I think, of the combat was that the DM rolled your attack against you. So it wasn't like in normal D&D where you have an armor class and then you have to roll higher than the armor class. It was just...
You'd each roll, and whoever got higher got higher.
Yeah, so if Kroll rolled a 16 and then I was on attack and I rolled a 15 on defense, he would hit. Yeah. Or in anything in Crow's case, him and Scott would always roll the same stat, and it would never be in Crow's favor.
Yep. It would either be Scott's attacking me, and we both roll the same number, or I'm attacking Scott, and I roll 1 below, because tie goes to the attacker. Because that's the normal
in armor class
D&D school.
Like with an armor class, if I roll a 20 on a 20 armor class, and it would never matter if it was a higher roll, low roll.
because it could be like, oh, Scott rolled a 16 and then I rolled a 16. It's
So
like,
one
okay.
time Scott was like, "Oh man, I rolled a 3."
Yeah, Scott was like, you don't
"You'll
even
be
have to
fine."
roll. It was like, you're fine. It was like, oh, I'm going to roll anyway because I'm an idiot. Rolled a nat 1. Oh,
This
I
is
fucking
incredible.
hated it.
Yeah. I didn't get hit the entire game. I had full health the whole time. I got really lucky, but I
was full health up until the final fight against the boss and then the Moss thing because I never got healed up
yeah, to be fair,
because our robot was unconscious.
yeah, and I also made you get the crap beaten out of you. So it was like,
Yeah, I was standing there getting punched to death by Carl, the big boss.
think about all the turnips we got though from that.
I
I'm talking
got-
about the bar brawl thing that we did.
Oh.
Where you lost all your HP from that fight.
Yeah, well, okay.
From-
When I got the crap beat out of me by Jimmy or whatever.
yeah, Jimmy. Yeah.
Actually, I won though.
Won
I won both fights.
Won all them turnips.
90 turnips.
God, that was really funny. I can't believe the end boss deflected my freaking bullet. What an a-hole.
I can't believe I had that ability the whole time.
Yeah. What are you doing? And it was
Forgetting
like a reaction.
about it.
Oh, also, a very different stat that was different, or another huge feature. So the biggest ones were besides the 6 stats you got to choose, and then the rolling situation. I just forgot what I was just about to talk about. What were we talking about? Oh, abilities. In normal Dungeons and Dragons, you have spell slots, and you can only use 3 level 1 spells, and then 2 level 2 spells. Here it was just infinite. You can just go at it. I mean, but the bigger sacrifice was a lot of them took. Not really. I was gonna say a lot of them took more turns to use. Or just, I guess, bigger actions.
They're just weaker.
Yeah, a lot of it was just movement or deflect. It wasn't here's my fireball that I can use every turn.
Yeah.
I mean, James seemed to have cool abilities. I didn't see any of them. The grab thing was cool. He used that a lot. That was pretty sick.
Why
is the audio sound?
I wish when he used that, it would have been I could axe through everyone. But I was never around or conscious when he used it, so.
That's true.
Or had the ability to breathe.
Yeah. It was I mean, it was one of our best sessions just for general improv, especially me and you were on point with our role play together. That was one of my favorite sessions for us, just really going crazy with hamming up the acting and just being dumb.
The space was leaking through the hole in the hull, and we were trying to just bucket it out.
Yeah,
and we just got to bring it into maintenance, get it fixed up, and we'll get the load back into the castle there. You all right.
It was great.
That's my favorite thing. Space leaked in.
One of my better lines I've said. Around space leaking into the ship. It was a bad time. Yeah.
Nothing I can't wait.
It's so easy to act when you have an accent. That's why I've always liked doing those. And
that's why I can't wait to get my drunken monk pirate and
yeah. Well, that's why I always liked Jundar, despite how dumb he is. This is my main D&D character from the session we just finished. It was just at least I got to stay in character with him. I mean, having an idiot is such a definable trait.
Else into your character.
Everyone did my dumb Arabian accent.
That's what is the word? Infectious.
Yeah,
that accent, especially when
Scott
you're
would
being
just do it.
Dumb with it.
Scott would be talking to me okay, now we are going to, and I'm Scott, what are you doing? He's God dang Jundar.
Yep.
It was really funny.
Yeah, I've been practicing pirate.
Oh God, I'm glad you're practicing.
I'm ready. I'm ready to bring them out at any point.
Yeah, soon. Anytime I play D&D, it just makes me want to play more D&D.
Yep.
So I kind of really rekindled the flame and got my itch. I'm just gonna say all the metaphors, but I've always wanted to DM, and I'm finally going to. I'm preparing now. I'm getting ready. So I was even gonna do one yesterday, but our friend was busy, so that didn't work out. Maybe it's free sometime this week. Maybe we could do it Friday.
Yeah.
Or something. But just like a quick little one shot. But I felt like I know enough from seeing Scott do it, and like I've read into the book a good amount, just knowing about the world building. But even in a one shot, it doesn't really matter as much about the world building. My biggest concern was the combat. Like the scenarios, making sure the fights were balanced and not too easy. And Scott was like, oh, you can just literally change things on the fly and just give them more or less HP. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, we don't know your plans, so you can change them whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't have a Dungeon Master screen. I need to get one of those.
You could literally just get a cardboard box.
Or I could just put my laptop in front.
Yeah.
Also, Dungeon Master screens are $5 on eBay.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. They're really cheap. They're not
expensive. They are cardboard with... I don't even know.
They're laminated and look nice. I saw one for like $5 on Amazon. I'm pretty sure. I was like, that's cheap, but I am so poor that I can't even afford that.
Yeah. I finally looked at my school bill because I haven't been able to pay it until now.
Yeah.
$303.
How much?
$303.
Fine. There goes a paycheck.
Plus still having to send in my state tax of like 140 something.
Yeah, I forgot. I need to do that.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
I gave my dad like just a check when because he did my taxes like a month ago.
Yeah.
And I gave him a check and it was just like, just let me know how much it is, because he needed it to do it anyway. And I was like, yeah, I'll sign it and then I'll send it out. And he came to me like last week. He's like, hey, you ready to do this? I was like, can we hold off until I get paid?
2 more days. Just 2 more days. Please, God.
And then I had to do the like defensive driving course for my insurance. You know, the one I did over winter?
Yeah.
So I was waiting for like 3 weeks to get the certificate in to bring to the insurance people.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Did you fail that?
I did not. No. I didn't hit the continue button on the screen that was like, you're all done, here's this. And the continue button was hidden in the top right corner where continue buttons aren't.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I thought I was done. So I exited out. Nothing got sent in. When I emailed them, they're like, oh, yeah, your thing expired because if you don't finish it in a month. If you don't finish the course in a month, which I did not finish, you have to pay again and do it all again.
Did you do it all again?
Oh, yeah, that's what I did yesterday for the 6-hour course that it took me like fucking 8 hours, because there was a point where I was just like, fuck this.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like doing anything where your progress gets deleted and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Nope.
This is not something I want to be doing with my life.
So I did that, and that was fun times. And then I have to go get my grades, which will be another 10%. But after that,
good grades equals good insurance.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Because you're smart at school, you don't suck at driving, apparently.
Yeah, I totally don't know people that suck at driving that are quote unquote good at school. How's good at school like a trait? I'm good at school. What does that even mean? What does that do for you in life?
I'm not even
good at school. What?
You get good grades. You would sit in the library and study, or you just naturally don't need to study.
But not even that. But it's just like what? It's like the worst trait to like. I'm good at school. I'm good at getting grades.
Good at following directions.
Like maybe it's because good at school can be hopefully applicable to be like being good at a job. But like, there's so many people that I know that
I just don't understand what it has to do with car insurance, but
are good at school and are terrible and everything.
Yeah.
Literally everyone. Well, never mind. It's a weird tangent to get on. Good at school is not never say you're good at school or be proud of that. Excuse me. Be good at life.
Yeah. I get good grades. It's not because I'm good at going to school.
Yeah.
God knows I've been skipping way too many classes for years.
Yeah.
Just years.
Same. Very much since high school I skip. Whatever. Still be good at school, but don't be proud that you're like, be good at it, but don't make that your defining, like, oh man, this is all I
your
got.
defining characteristic.
Yeah, like be good at other things like life,
like rock climbing.
Yeah, rock climbing totally applicable to grip strength pertaining skills.
Yeah, like gripping the wheel. That should be. You should do a rock climbing course.
I should get my insurance raised for rock climbing. It's like, dude, I can hold my steering wheel so hard. Like, Nothing's ever gonna. This
Yeah.
wheel ain't ever gonna slip.
Yeah, the skin on my hands is coming off, but the wheel's staying where it is.
The wheel is tight and steady. It's on its course. This ain't going anywhere.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
god.
on its course into that tree or telephone pole.
I had the worst rock climbing session yesterday.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, it was terrible.
fall?
No, I mean I fall all the time,
Loser.
but like, fuck yeah, I'm good at rock climbing. It's like school. No, they set up this new wall, and all of the problems, so like the routes to get to the top, like from the start to point to end, are all like mid-tier to hard. And like some of the really good climbers who do like super hard, like red problems and blue problems, are having problems with these like pinks. And so I'm just looking at them like, that's not happening, I guess. They're like way too hard. Like they're colored way too, they're colored way easier than they should be.
It's saying it's a bunny hill, but it's a black diamond.
Yeah, it's a black diamond. Plus, I just suck at rock. I mean, I'm not.
Also, those are the only two hill types I know. There's got to be something
There
between.
isn't. Go to Holiday Valley. You have a bunny hill, and then you have the black diamond hill. There's nothing like.
But there's there's
some
gotta
middle-
be something between them. Like but isn't Holiday Valley like a major one?
Yeah, it's like one of the bigger hills around our area. It's like that and Kissing Bridge.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I've been to Holiday Valley before. That's kind of where I learned to.
Because there's got to be
ski.
something between. Because there's no way it goes bunny and then black diamond.
It does. I went there because when I learned how.
I mean, in other places, there's got to be.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But you need a lot of real estate to have multiple hills. That's the big thing. I mean, not that they don't charge people a stupid amount of money at Holiday Valley.
Spend it on making the snow.
A day pass is like $75 for a day pass. And then, so I guess they really want people to buy season passes then. I don't know.
Why are these not in order?
I don't know. Oh, what were we talking about? Oh, with the rock climbing, I've gotten to a point now where I'm getting into all of the hard problems, where the easy problems I can just do on my first try, but now I'm getting into the middle tier ones, and they're just wrecking my day where I could barely even get them started. And it's making me hone my technique, but it also just makes you feel terrible when you don't get anything done. Like, you feel good when you accomplish, like, oh, I got like 1 or 2 problems today. Or some of my favorite days are when I just get one really hard problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I used my technique and I powered through, even though it was really hard to get that final reach, but I did it. And it's like, that feels, my favorite problem I've ever done was like that. And it's like the only problem I did, the only one I accomplished that day, and I felt amazing. I got a couple yesterday, but like it's like all Pyrrhic, like all the Pyrrhic victories is like, this is just bittersweet. I don't care.
Yeah.
Also, none of them were really very satisfying. Where the one I did, I got on my first try after trying it the other day before, and it was just so easy. And I was like, that was not worth my time. And then literally everything else I tried, I just kept failing at the same spot over and over again. And it wasn't like I couldn't think of anything else to do. Like there was nothing else. I was like, how do I move my feet differently to kind of situate myself? And it was like, no, you just have to have better grip strength, which will come in another month. Like,
so
it's frustrating.
Apparently ratings change based on well, basically there's North American, and then there's North American, Australian, and then there's European, Japan apparently.
Japan.
Yeah. And North America, it's green circle, blue square, black diamond, double black diamond, and triple black diamond.
I think they have a double black diamond hill at Holiday Valley. I don't think it's a black diamond.
And then in Europe / Japan, it's blue, red, black, double, or triple black diamonds. The others don't have shapes.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird. I don't ski either.
No, I mean, I've skied once when I was 12 years old and super awkward and like not strong. I was just a blob at that point in my life.
Same.
It's not the best time for Ben for skiing abilities. I just kept falling over.
There's gotta be better things to do than fall down a hill covered in snow.
I mean, think about like, it's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
Like there's certain sports where yes, they're incredibly tough and incredibly challenging, and I'd still like I respect the people that do it, but there's a certain level of you are safe in what you are doing, like a track running athlete. Yes, you can like pop a hammy, but like that in general, that sport is safe. Swimming in general, that sport is very safe.
Till you clobber your hand on a landline,
but still like,
does.
but that's like, ow, my hand. You can still swim. Where freaking Shaun White, Olympic medalist, had facial reconstruction because he wiped out snowboarding. That's terrifying. Like, or the inline skaters that go like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Like the speed skating where they're just going crazy fast and then they wipe. Like, it's amazing to watch because literally every other race someone is wiping out and crashing into the walls. But you know, you have razor blades on your feet and then you have ice, which if you've ever fallen on ice before, it sucks.
Yeah, it's rough on you.
Yeah. So like, and then they're like going, you know, I don't even know how fast you go speed skating. It's probably like
fast speed,
very fast. I mean, it's in, and they're just, you know, you wipe out, your feet come out from under you, slamming into walls, and then you have, if you're tripping, and then there's like, oh, there's my face near someone else's ice skate. Game over, man.
Yeah, winter sports are just
the winter sports are all terrifying. Yeah. Really, I mean,
luge, bobsledding,
ski jumping.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
let me just go 100 feet in the air
and then land. I'm like, how do you have knees anymore? And then or skeleton.
Yeah, that one's the
that
worst.
Is like I want to try it, but never at the level that they're doing.
I want to go down a mini hill.
Yeah, I know, but it's like let me go face first at 112 kilometers per hour. I don't know how fast they go. It's really fast, and then I'm using my torso to just move me over ever so slightly, like the tilt of my torso. And they were talking about, I heard like stuff about skeleton racing where it's like the amount of G-forces on you make it like, because they have to keep their head up to see where they're freaking going. They say it's like the amount of G-forces on your head trying to push your head down is insane. It's like
neck muscles per day on those guys.
It's your body going that speed.
Yeah.
Like it's not your body in a car going that speed. Technically, yes, your body's going that speed, but this is like you have the car taking the G-force, you know, where this is like, no, this is just you. I mean, you hear about people dying on skeleton all the time.
It's like,
going head first down a hill.
Yeah, did you run into something?
You're dead. There's no real like, I nicked my foot. It's like, my foot's gone now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. One second
it was there.
It's just gone. It's 50 feet behind me.
Yeah. Just the bones like ripped right off of the tibia.
Shoulders, oh no.
Yeah.
They've disappeared.
Just a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
Seriously, it's like
there's just so many of those sports. Even, I don't know, hockey's fun. Hockey's just fun.
Yeah, but hockey's the football of like winter sports where it's just like concussions and brain damage, and I don't know if it's worse. Or
I doubt
about this. I don't think it's as bad because it's like, yes, you get slammed into walls, but it's not like football is just collisions. The linemen are just colliding with each other. You're there to get tackled as a running back or a receiver. Like it's all about a huge 200-pound dude getting hit by a 300-pound.
Yeah, there's
dude
multiple hits
very
going
fast
on every play in football. Where hockey, it's like, oh, you just kind of
There's
bumped
a couple
him.
hit checks. Yeah. And usually people things you don't get punished for in football with collisions are bad and like skating where it's like you slammed his head into the wall. That's not
most
okay.
of the time. There's still just some refs that are terrible.
Yeah.
Even in hockey, but
there's
it's not every ref like it is in the NFL.
Yeah. God.
Just the dumbest people.
Yeah.
It's better at your job. It's literally the thing you get paid way too much to do.
If you think about so how many refs are on a football field at once? 4?
6?
6?
I think it's 6.
But still, even like you have these refs, like it's a 100-yard field that is 40 yards wide, 50 yards wide?
Less than 50.
Or no, is it? I don't know. But it's a huge amount of yardage, square yardage. To see every angle and get calls, like I know that's what they're hired for, and they know where they need to look. And look where the ball is most of the time. Except for the times like the random holding that's on the opposite side of the field
Yeah.
that gets called for the run that's happening over there. Like,
But
it's like holding.
and they're spaced out before the play even starts. They're spaced out so there's a view of every part from at least two people.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it is a tough job, especially or like ice hockey refs. I mean, there's like literally two on the ice, right?
There's like the main ref and there's two linesmen
Okay.
that watch for offsides and shit.
Yeah,
But that's
you got it. That puck is going up and down the
and
ice
you're constantly
very fast.
just like I mean, you're constantly moving kind of in football, but like you have control of the plays.
Well, it's stop and go. You know, it's what did they say? It's 2 seconds. 2 seconds of most plays are 2 seconds long or 3 seconds long or something like that.
Than that.
Yeah,
probably like 5 or 6.
I don't know. I remember Tom Brady. I watched some interview with him on like Stephen Colbert. And he was just saying like, you have the football in your hand for a quarterback has the football in his hand.
Well, if you're Tom Brady,
you
you have the ball in your hand for 2 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a second to 2 seconds for a quarterback, and then
If it's a good quarterback, if it's a Bills quarterback, it's like 8 minutes.
just sitting in that.
Yeah, just sitting there dodging. Love you, Tyrod, but
Isn't he gone?
Yeah, I just wanted quarterback who will throw the ball. Just throw it and hit a receiver.
I don't even I don't personally really care for football or sports in general, but like the amount of flip floppiness on Tyrod being like, oh, Tyrod's the best and Tyrod is the worst, happen all the time. Where people are like, oh, I love Tyrod. Oh, I hate Tyrod. Like,
I like him. It's just
I don't know.
Not the QB. Like,
Isn't he in the Browns now?
Yeah, he went to Cleveland.
I'm sorry. One team to another. I mean, at least we made it to the playoffs this year. So
yeah, which was stoked for, but and also we probably could have done better if we didn't put Peterman in. There's like people flip flopping on Tyrod, it'll happen. People who still support Nathan Peterman after a majority, like most of his throws are interceptions or he fumbled it.
A sub quarterback.
Yeah, he was our backup. We put him in one game that Tyrod just got benched for no reason.
Yeah.
And then he threw 4 or 5 interceptions.
Oh my God.
Like immediately. He's incredible.
And then we put him in
I think so.
Then they went like third string.
Yeah, I think we even had one. I can't remember. I stopped watching that game because we threw 4 or 5 interceptions like in the first half. It's like the fuck. But then we put him in. Then we put him in because Tyrod got hurt at the end of the playoff game, and he threw an interception, fumbled the ball, and threw an incomplete pass. And then the game was over. Yeah, I mean, like, if that was all he did in an entire game, fine. That's what he did in one drive.
That's impressive. Did they recover the football and the fumble?
Huh?
Did they at least recover the football and the fumble?
I don't even remember.
Was it a turnover?
It was a 3 and out either way.
Yeah, they lost. Anyway, whatever. Football, cool. I don't know. Sports are crazy, but yeah, like I don't know. The winter sports are insane. I mean, we're adding more crazy. Like, I can't believe skateboarding is going to be cool to see.
Oh, that's going to the Summer Olympics?
Yeah. So is rock climbing.
Really?
Didn't I tell you this?
How does rock climbing? Does it just get to the top faster?
Yeah,
and it's gonna be like those hard problems.
The hardest problem at our rock climbing gym. Like, you watch professional rock climbing, anyone. It is insane what people are able to do. Or it's like, oh, look at this giant orb that has no real grabbable surfaces. All right, time to use that as my handhold and pull myself. And like, how did you do that?
It's time to do the thing where you just swing your body up and then latch on with your feet above.
Seriously, it's terrifying how talented these people are just with body weight control. It's amazing to watch. It's really a cool event. Like, I love watching rock climbing now. Like, I don't watch it too often. I'm not like, it's one of the first things that I've ever watched where I'm not like super like, I just eat it up. I eat it all up. Where with like when I did like Olympic weightlifting and like CrossFit style stuff. Yes, I did CrossFit for a little bit.
Yeah, Ben does CrossFit. CrossFit.
I still love watching it. Like the athletes, because they're just animals, complete machines. They squatting over 500 to 600 pounds, but then they can also run like a 4-minute mile. Like, ask any other normal people ask a person who can run a 4-minute mile to run 500 pounds. Not going to happen.
To run 500 pounds? All right, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
It's probably hard. I'd imagine. I probably couldn't pick up 500 pounds, so running 500 is just as bad as you'd think. Yeah. No, but I love that stuff, and I was like super into it, and I know I don't care about sport athletes. I know like so many sport athletes in CrossFit, but it's such a weird sport because they're so, in the grand scheme of things, it's such a new sport. And the coolest thing about those athletes is none of them have media coaches or representatives where, you ask people about football, like, how do you feel about sucking in that game? And it's like, well, everyone, we have a great team. We all tried our best, and, we just got to learn from it. If you ask someone about their performance in CrossFit, like, they like that fucking sucks, and like this was the worst, and like, man, those judges sucked, and they just say all these things because they don't have any media training to like say proper responses. So you get the best like characters, and since literally it's not like, yes, anyone can potentially get into the NFL, but you have a small window to kind of get into it. Where in CrossFit they have you have to have connections in football to get in,
like all that mumbo jumbo. But in CrossFit they have this thing called the CrossFit Open, where the whole world is allowed to participate, and if you just have good enough times, they do like 5 different events, and based off of those 5 events, based how you rank in your region, you get to go to your regionals, and then from the regionals, if you place top 5 in the regional, you get to go to the games, and then that's the biggest event. But new people just show up every year, like, just a random. But it's not like you have to be 22. It's like if you get like these new guys that are like 24, 25 years old, making it to the games, and it's really cool because it's just this like huge like. If you're good enough, you're good enough, and you're gonna get in. But that's how you get these random Joes who have like no media training because they weren't anything a year before, and now they're like, you get these guys that show up out of nowhere, and they call them like rookie athletes that place really well in the games, and it's like their first games appearance, and they'll place in like the top 5 or top 10, and then they get all this media attention and all these sponsors, and they have these interviews, and it's like, I don't know how to talk good. I just like lifting weights.
I'd love to be a media coach. This is the easiest shot.
Don't say that.
Don't just PR. Just like, don't swear. Don't make fun of anyone. Just don't do it.
Yeah. No, yeah, and they talk shit to each other. Like actually, CrossFit's a really nice community, especially with the athletes. They're relatively nice, but some of them don't like each other. But even at like the games, they'll have people do interviews after events if you placed first in an event or at a really good event, and they're like, let's talk about that event, and they'll be like, that fucking sucked.
And they're just I can't believe I won. Everyone else fucking blows. But
they'll like swear on live television, and I'm like, whoa, okay, that was not what I was expecting to happen.
They come back, it's like, how'd I do, coach? It's like, yeah, everything you said, don't repeat it ever again in an interview.
It's great. You really like get to know, like, you get these honest representations because these people are just like super nervous because none of them have ever been in these huge arenas with thousands of people watching them, perform the sport. And like, yeah, like, what is this one? I just watched this one interview from this dude who was like a rookie, and his name's like Tommy Venus, and it was his first thing, and he lifted. Do you know anything about Olympic weightlifting?
Kind of.
It's like the clean and jerk and the snatch are the 2 moves where the snatch is like you pick the bar up from the ground and you take it directly overhead.
Yeah. I've seen the guys lift the big weights overhead.
Yeah, but then there's the clean where you catch it and then you jerk overhead. He had like they had a snatch event in the last games, and it was just like basically all it is all the athletes are put up on the stage, and then you have like I think a minute to perform your lift, and then after that it goes to the next person, and then you get to attempt your lift again after it gets around back to you. And he had like the crazy like highest snatch of anyone. Like he did like a 305 snatch, which is really good for snatch for someone who's not like a professional Olympic lifting athlete. Like, and he tried to go for 315, which is that's called having 3 blues. on each side, where you have like 3 45 plates, because Olympic weightlifting plates are colored, because
Yeah.
I guess it helps with numbers better. Though I know color is better than number. So
I didn't get to teach numbers in school. I just taught weights and colors.
But the real reason I think is because Olympic lifting is very big in Europe, and they do kilos instead of pounds. But if you see a blue plate, you know it's like if it says 45 pounds, you know that's 20 kilos.
If you lift a blue plate in the U.S., you lift a blue plate in
Europe, basically. Yeah, so it's
just a standardization because America can't decide to go to the same fucking system everyone else
would just make life easier for everyone. Sorry, children. You have Common Core, and I mean you have American standard mathematic measurements, and then you have Common Core now. I apologize to you.
The imperial system.
Oh my god, so dumb. Anyway, I'll stop talking about CrossFit. It's just the main point is it's highly entertaining watching these people. But oh yeah, the Tommy dude, like it was his first year, and he was like, when you walk into that stage, he was like, holy shit, that made me so nervous, I almost shit my pants. Like, you know.
I mean, that would be me.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, because they put the main events in a tennis arena. So it's like really like everyone is just like on top of you with the audience watching. I mean, like any like football sport or anything, but it's like really up close, and they turn the arena into like a lifting place. Like it's really like, even if you hate CrossFit and like think it's dumb and it's like, oh, it's bad for you and all that stuff, watch the professional CrossFit athletes perform. It is actually very entertaining and exhilarating to watch. I mean, it's just people working out, but
yeah,
it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Sports.
Yeah. Sportcast.
Devil Joe's comes out tomorrow.
It does. I'm
Monster
excited.
Hunter. That's my sport.
Yeah, that's the sport I'm best at. Yeah, I was watching. What was it? Watching a stream yesterday. Oh, I was watching Barry stream yesterday. Barry Kramer.
Does he have availability to get Devil Joe, or is he just bringing up?
No, he just brought it up.
Yeah,
because yeah, a lot of streamers actually just got not like bored of Monster Hunter, but streaming it because like you can't what do you call it? Just farm or whatever on stream.
Yeah, it's a hard game to.
Yeah.
Stream.
So
yeah.
But he's excited. This Thursday he's gonna go up, and tomorrow he's gonna play it, and I'm like, yes. I'm watching Barry stream. I can get some good hunting horn tips.
Nice.
All he fucking uses.
Yeah, Devil Joe's. I'm excited. His armor looks cool. His weapons look cool. I haven't
looked at anything for like. I've seen just like fighting.
Yeah.
Devil Joe. But
God, I hope they release a Devil Joe charge blade.
Because
I'm sure not everyone's gonna get a weapon.
Not every weapon.
Not everyone.
Because I mean, that's just,
luckily I play.
Luckily, play every
weapon.
Every weapon that isn't the. Well, no, you made a gun lance yesterday.
I did make a gun lance. The only thing I don't have is a heavy bow gun, but I actually really want a heavy bow gun.
I want one too, because I have a hero streamstone for that.
Oh, you have a hero?
I have a hero for ranged, but I'm not gonna put it on Karma because I hate using light bow guns.
I used it twice and I was like, this is boring. Heavy bow guns just seem fun. Oh yeah, but yeah, Devil Joe releases tomorrow, so we're finally getting a new monster. I kind of hope.
You say finally as if the game hasn't only been out for like 2 months.
That's a good point.
Barely, not even 2 months.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just because we've been playing since day one, so and we got to endgame within 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks. So it might be like week and a half.
Like that. I keep forgetting it's already been out for 2 months though.
Yeah.
What's it called? I hope in future releases that it's maybe I know it might be hard, but to like release a couple monsters at the same time, like put 2 monsters in the game. I know it's harder to do it that way just because when you can space them out, it makes it easier to get people to keep coming back, as opposed to like if you just gave us 5 monsters at once, then everyone's just going to go through all 5 monsters and be done again.
Yeah, we'll go through all 5 monsters in the same amount of time it'll take us to just go through Devil Joe.
Yeah,
a day.
Yeah, seriously, especially because now we're at like
we're
at endgame.
Whatever
we're at endgame.
I'm just waiting to get to 100 and finish the last tempered triple Helder Dragon quest.
Yep. Oh, speaking of which, I mean, this is not important to the podcast, but fuck it, I don't care. you can just do the Sapphire Star guidance with me since I have it, and that way you can get that ticket.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that way you can just max out the handy. I was just like, how is he going to get that until he gets to HR 100? But I was like, I can just do the quest with him.
Oh, because it was an optional, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's optional. So you can keep redoing it so you can get those
But does
tickets.
it have the HR limit? Probably check that.
I probably should. Yeah.
Because it probably does.
Probably does have an HR 100. HR 108.
Was that quest
Hard as fuck.
Well, no,
Not really.
No, because it's
cheap as
just
fuck.
doing the Elder Dragons
Tempered.
in the same, just in a row, like
Yeah.
without going back to base.
And they don't spawn at the same time. It's not like you're fighting 5 of them. It's like,
Yeah.
unless you don't kill them fast enough, maybe. I killed all of mine, like, except for...
Wait, who is it? Is it Kushala,
It's actually only 3.
Teostra, and Nergi?
Yeah. That's it. But when I fought Kushala, I crushed Kushala. Just crushed that. I crushed that Kush.
Yeah.
And then Teostra was the worst Teostra fight I've ever had. And Nergigante was my first tempered Nergigante. But also probably my best Nergigante fight I've ever had.
Yep, that's probably what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go and just do the 4 reward Nergi I have.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably should just get that out of the way. I have a 4 reward, 5 faint.
Jesus.
It's only 15 minutes though.
Oh, well,
So-
but still.
I can just use my Valhalla bow and just crush him.
Yeah. Which I need to make, but made that great sword instead. I've been making too many great swords.
Hey, you're having fun. It's okay.
Too many great swords. Too many great swords.
Too many cooks.
Yeah, Ben showed me that video. I can't believe I haven't seen that before.
I can't believe I haven't seen. I love that kind of stuff, and I didn't see it. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, Too Many Cooks is this video on Adult Swim, and it's like it's based off of 90s family sitcom stuff. Go watch it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's. I should also say, if you don't have any idea, don't read comments. But it's gonna seem weird for the first 4 minutes where you don't feel like anything's happening. Don't worry. That's also.
Don't worry.
Just keep watching.
It'll
It's
happen.
highly entertaining. I still even love the first 4 minutes because it's just stupid
think
how
it's-
much
yeah.
it goes on. But it gets. Just watch it.
Yeah, it literally got to the point where, because Ben showed me it when he was over at my house the other day, and I was like, is this just going to continue for 11 fucking minutes? And he's like, no, just wait 4 minutes.
Just keep watching.
It was worth waiting those 4 minutes.
I love that video.
Yeah, and we bring it. And the reason we actually like went and watched that is because Wisecrack released a video on like the philosophy of it and Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Don't hug me, I'm scared. Which actually, I do not enjoy.
I watched the
I
first
love
like
Don't Hug-
4 with I think you.
We watched all of them.
No, we didn't finish them because I went home and watched like the last 2, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah, watching it by yourself. No, okay, so the 5 were released. That's why it was super weird. It was unsettling as fuck. I showed John and Crow Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And we watched the 4 episodes that were released. I'm like, you guys have never seen these? And we like showed them like you were both really unsettled but wanted to keep watching them.
Yeah.
So we watched all of them. And then the next day, the final episode released, and I was like, "That's weird as fuck.
I don't like that.
That's really creepy." And it's because there's this there's this calendar, and it says like June 16th, I think, on the calendar. And literally, we watched them all on June 15th, and then June 16th. And this calendar is in all of the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" episodes. It says June 16th, so they released the final thing on June 16th or whatever date it says. It's besides the point, but. I didn't even make that connection. And then that happened. And then the final episode came out. And the final episode really unsettled me. There's this... if you haven't seen Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, I don't care about spoiling this one. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's not jump scare. Like, oh, I gotcha. It's just unsettling. And I hate that kind of stuff because I just feel gross and really... on edge. And there's this thing in the final episode of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, where this dude's standing in front of this like TV screen and he's seeing like the little kid kind of getting tormented by all of the puppets. and then this arm starts like reaching out, and it's like stupidly long arm, and it just keeps coming, and I'm like, and I didn't realize the first shot it did. I'm getting like goosebumps on my head, and then you see it, and it's just like, oh god, and he's like being reached at, and then the arm finally hits him, and then you see this like, it turns the camera, and it's just like super long arm of this dude just like staring at him from a distance, and it's just not. It's not
everything about that series.
it's not cool, man. It's really gross. And then the one with the clock, and the clock just like screams at them to shut up and stuff.
Yep.
And the one duck being eaten, like
nothing good. Nothing
good. So much raw meat in that
Yeah,
show.
yeah, that's a theme.
Just a lot of organs.
Yeah.
God, I hate that. I like goosebumps.
Yep.
Not a fan.
On lighter news, something else.
Yes.
Anything
else. No, but go watch Too Many Cooks. Watch both, but Too Many Cooks is great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. Wisecrack also just released a philosophy. They're doing games now, but they released a philosophy of Nier Automata.
I watched that.
And now I'm like, now I need to play Nier Automata because I didn't watch the video, because it's like Wisecrack is making me play it because I love Wisecrack videos so much.
I hate that kind of game where it's like, here, play through it again.
Yeah.
From these different.
Yeah, so I know that where it's like you play through as one character, and then you play through again as like the partner character, and it's, I guess, basically almost the same game with slight differences.
With just a slightly different moveset.
And then there's another part of the game after that. There's like an A story, there's a B story, and then there's like the A story, there's the A plus story, or A umlaut story,
yeah.
And then there's and then the B story, and that's like the continuation of both subplots put together. So I need to play the game.
Yeah.
So
I was playing Monster Hunter with James' little brother last week sometime.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about like how he's never gonna finish that game because it's like, I don't want to, like, because it's such a boring game. I'm like, he was explaining it. I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
About playing it again?
No, just like because he said he looked it up online, and like he explained the plot, and I just kind of tuned him out because he keeps when you play Josh, he just keeps going for like 10 minutes at a time before like you get a chance to even like breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, he
and
does.
so I tuned him out, but like
he has good rants.
Yeah, catching
he's
parts,
ranty.
and it's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, that game sounds terrible. And then I saw the Wisecrack video. I'm like, it doesn't seem that bad. It just seems like it's a little bit of. It sounds like somebody had too many endings. Like they had too many ending ideas, and they didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
I need to play the game. I'm gonna say it now. Next Broke College Bros podcast, I'll have an answer.
Doubt it.
2 Broke College Bros podcasts from now, I'll have a review, and be able to.
Maybe.
I was actually gonna play it today, but I just keep wanting to play Monster. And then Devil Joe's gonna come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play Nier. Who am I kidding?
Yep.
God dang it, Monster Hunter. Why are you so good?
Such a good game.
All of my gripes that I had last week too are basically gone. All of the monsters don't seem well. I still hate Kushala. I will always hate Kushala. Kushala will always have a special place in my heart for how much I hate him.
It's just his attack where it's like, roar, you don't have a chance to recover.
There's nothing you can do and you get hit. Yeah.
And then when it's Ancient Forest and he jumps and it's like constant jumping.
Everyone needs to leave that one zone at the same time, I realized. Or, because like I ran out ahead. I'm like, I'm going to attack a Kushala. He just ran by me. Oh, he's leaping at the entrance where everyone is now. And it's like, but it's not.
But it doesn't
like
tell you
it's
he
a broken
sees you.
leap animation. Yeah. It's just like, let me jump. And then we were talking about that. Something did that animation where it was like
Valhazak. It was horrible. It was literally like he had the animation of jumping forward, and then the game just slid him back midair.
Yeah,
like,
or no, it wasn't in Breath of the Wild with like horses jumping or something. They just kind of like lift up and then move. And
then probably.
It was something like that. It was like really funny. There was not full animations for the leaping animation. That's funny.
There's a lot of monsters where it's like
they do that.
the
in
game
Monster
just
Hunter
wants
all the
them
time.
to go one way, but they only have the animation for forward, so it's like,
Yeah,
sideways.
Nergigante.
Yeah. Oh, his
Dive bomb is the dumbest.
look, he's facing that way, and then he went the other way.
Oh, you can turn 90 degrees and hit me. I didn't know you were looking at me. I thought I was out of your attack zone.
Yeah.
Or I'll get behind him and it's like, you still tried. You tried your darndest to hit me. Good job.
I just like an animation, just like a straight. If he's doing this, it's going that way because there's so many of them.
Yeah, because like I dodged it.
Also, I'd like to just have a visual range of where Kushla's like mega breath goes because I will be what seems like miles away.
Well, what I realize it is there's the wind ball that you can visibly see, you know, and you're like, and you think like, oh, I'm out of that, and then you still get hit. There's these like upswells of wind that get shot up behind, and you'll see like debris fly. That just does as much damage as the wind ball. Cool. Still. So yeah, that's why.
Just take the wind ball.
It's like at this. I mean, this is hard. Sorry for people. All right, take your table that you're sitting at or whatever. Luckily, we have a square table here. This is the wind ball. These out edges
are wind updrafts
that
are equal damage.
Yeah, so now this whole thing is just like, I do damage to you. I realized that and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Make it visible. I have no problem with it. And
It's
also,
barely
if that's
visible.
if that's his ultimate attack,
It's like
which,
not though. He does it all the time.
yeah, don't make him do it 3 times in a row.
It's like Valhazek's like beam.
Yeah,
He just does it all the time.
that
Especially
should
if you play right.
that should be blockable. If his
You can if you have guard up.
okay, yeah, the ability that lets you block unblockable attacks. Yes, I understand that it's blockable with that, Ben.
Yeah, so you just gotta get that.
Easy, just what 3 Uragan pieces,
Or the gem, or the decoration,
or the gem. I just have to stop getting vitality and fortitude gems. Yeah, easy.
Yeah. Just sell all of those and then, trade it in for that one gem. You can do that, right?
No.
Really? What kind of games? I'm done talking about it. I'm not going to rant about Monster Hunter. It's still fun, though. I'm excited for Devil. I'm ready for new equipment. I know. It's like, oh, well, here I am.
We're going to go home. I have
again.
to clean out my drawers because, like, there's so many. My drawers are literally all clothes that I don't wear, and just the clothes on top of my dresser are the clothes that I actually wear.
Being a personal trainer, you just wear sweatpants and, like...
I need more sweatpants.
Yeah.
I don't have room. That's why I never get them. It's not because I don't have money.
I have no space. I mean, I use a good amount of my shirts and stuff, but all of my stuff is either gym clothing or shirts that can also be used in gym clothing just in case. So it's just like cheap t-shirts and I don't have nice clothing anymore.
I mean, I'm looking behind you and there's just seems like there's a bunch of nice clothes hung up. Unless those are just shirts that are hung for no reason.
A lot of those are nice shirts. 80% of that stuff I don't wear. I need to get rid of all my button downs.
It's not that like they're not nice. It's just they don't make it out of the drawers.
Plus, here's my other, like, I mean, probably a lot of people have this, but I haven't really grown substantially since high school. Like, height-wise, I think I actually have grown a little bit since high school. But like frame-wise, I'm slightly less big than I was at my like bulkiest, I'd say. I don't know. I was senior year, I had some good size, like on my upper body. I mean, I had chicken legs because I never did lower body. My legs are still as big as they've ever been.
Yeah, the shoulders.
Yeah, the shoulders never go away. But like my arms were like way bigger, my chest was way bigger, but all of those clothing fit that Ben from senior year relatively in there. So it's not like I've gotten like super big that I can't fit into those anymore. There's a couple, but anytime I get smaller, you can still fit in that clothing. It's just a little looser, but I don't know. So I've never really needed, like, my pant size has been the same pant size for forever. So I have like extra jeans and I only wear 2 of those jeans that are there. I really need to just like throw out shit and
that's what I'm doing. Just bagging it up, bringing it to Goodwill or whatever. But I just got fatter, like a full shirt size and like probably like 8 sizes higher, like waist size and pants. So there's just a shit ton of things
Just
that are
extras.
not.
Yeah.
It's like it just literally my shirt drawers are literally just gonna take them out of the dresser and then dump them in a bag because I know there might be just some undershirts.
You just wear those like 15 shirts that you got for Christmas. That are all like,
literally.
Yeah.
Think of me. Oh no! Right now, what am I wearing? Well, I'm wearing the thing I got last year. Oh, my GDQ shirt. So not Christmas, but close enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I finally decided what, because my mom's been pestering me for the past couple weeks about what I want for my birthday.
Have you still not gotten like your birthday gift?
Because I was just like,
I have a deadline. If I don't pick it, I just get nothing.
Oh really?
Nah, not really. I don't know.
My mom she's about to just be like, here's $50, which I'm glad I didn't get to that point. Because that's usually what happens. It's just give me $50 and it'll go towards the first game that I want that comes out afterwards.
Yeah.
Because my birthday is a dead zone of games. It's past like the holiday, like influx of games.
Yeah.
And I've gotten most of the things I want out of there. But it's before like you get towards summer and you start getting summer games coming out.
God of War's coming out pretty soon.
You
don't care for it? I'm interested. Like the combat, some people are like, that looks kind of boring. I feel like they're hiding something. Like there seems to be more to it, and apparently, so Sea of Thieves came out. Have you heard about Sea of Thieves?
Yes, it's the reason for my pirate accent in the next D&D character.
Yeah, okay. So Sea of Thieves came out, and that's like a huge Xbox exclusive. That one, man, I really wish it could come out to PlayStation.
Is that
4.
Xbox exclusive?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was like PC.
That's like their first selling console game. That like it's like a console seller where PlayStation 4 releases like one of the best of the year games every year for PlayStation 4. Besides the point. So they finally had that, and like the day that game got released, PlayStation 4 accidentally someone leaked God of War footage of the more combat, and everyone got super hyped, and it took away from the announcement of Sea of Thieves coming out. And I was like,
classy. Classy.
Accidental leak of this God of War footage.
Because I know people are super excited about Sea of Thieves because it's just go around on a ship and pirate.
I mean, it's kind of similar to Monster Hunter in the way that Rare's doing it, where it's like free DLC for everything. They're gonna do like weekly or monthly events that are special events.
But that's how things should be.
I know. I know I shouldn't have to make a point of being like, oh wow, and like all of their cosmetic stuff is the only purchasable things with money are cosmetics, and they're not doing it out of loot boxes. It's just there and you buy it, which that's really refreshing. Like, because the more and more I think about it, I'm like more like fuck you Blizzard for doing those loot boxes. It's really dumb. I get it. Yes, it's cosmetics, but it's just like, let me buy the thing I want to buy. I don't need a Symmetra skin. Oh, whatever. I uninstalled Overwatch. I don't care about that game anymore.
Yeah. Bridget, as I call her, came out yesterday.
Good for them.
I watched IDDQ Player. She's just a spam character.
Yeah.
So literally swing your act, their mace.
To be fair, I did love Reinhardt.
But like it's worse because like Reinhardt, I don't know how to explain it. Like, well, she heals herself.
Yeah, he's slow and she's super fast.
Yeah,
and has good movement abilities. Yeah, I don't really care. Good for you, Overwatch. Nice releasing another character to get people to come back to your dumb game. That's super balanced and has a good community.
Super balanced.
Monster Hunter's community, A+.
Yeah.
Meet new people all the time. Well,
like people.
Not new people, but at least it's luckily it's PvE, so it's, you know, if you get someone who sucks, because we usually get like one person's like, oh, Insect Glaive, and it's, for anyone who plays Insect Glaive, I think I said this last time, fuck you.
Especially you, John.
I don't care.
Next time, John, we play with him, we need to just tell him to
just give him the lowdown, like
weapon.
literally any other weapon. It's at least people who play longsword are usually somewhat decent with longsword.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you're annoying and you shouldn't be at the... Go to the tail, for effing sake. Go cut the tail. Stop going to the face. Oh, okay. That made me think. Do you know NCH Productions? They like release Monster Hunter World animations, and they did one on Nergigante where it's like Nergigante in a nutshell, Zora Magdaros in a nutshell, and they'll describe it. But they also did. They just released one yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago, where it's things that Monster Hunter players will only understand, and it just goes through like certain things, but then they talked about weapon positioning, and it's like literally, I think they just show it's like this Otogoron gets knocked to the ground or whatever, and then the longsword and dual blade just like run over, and they're like have these animations where they're going all crazy and like attacking the face, and this hammer user just like it's like charging up his hammer and goes and just keeps getting knocked down, and he's getting really angry, so he gets like and he goes like Super Saiyan mode with the hammer and just like knocks them into the air into space, because it's like, get away from the head, you dumb people, go to the tail, you cut. Hammers are important. Love your hammer players, love your hunting horns. I mean, everyone loves hunting horn, but respect the hammer.
I feel like people don't love when I play hunting horn.
Probably because you're not good with it yet.
You're right.
It gets better.
I'm really not good. I just because like I'm still working on like, all right, where's the combo? And I'm looking at the combo as I'm doing it, and I'm just like, half the time I'm doing it near the monster like an idiot.
Yeah.
Because like, sure, do it near the monster when you're good enough to not have to be staring at the top corner of your screen.
I made the mistake of making 7 hunting horns that I switch to constantly, so I can't memorize the songs on the horns. So I still have to like, I look up, but now it's like, I've gotten to the point now where it's not like I have to look at every note, where it's like I look, I'm like, got it, and then I can just remember it in my head.
Also, I don't even know what the moves are gonna be when I input them.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even know?
Because it's like, I'll just be like, all right, triangle. Oh, that's what that does. All right, let's hit circle. And I know at least to be like, I'm moving with circle is like hit that, and I'm not gonna actually do a move. Yes, and then do like the pull back after circle triangle, and I do the little stab. Yeah, I miss the stab every time, but I still do it.
Yeah,
it's quick.
It's a quick little way to add notes.
And I'm good at hitting when I play the notes. Like if I'm gonna go up and hit the like if it's knocked
with
down
like the sound blast.
Yeah. So I can hit my like playing in encores.
Yeah,
and so that's the most damage, right?
Sure. I don't know damage numbers for hunting horn. I just know you hit him in the head, and usually it's like circle triangle does good damage. It's like the big ground slam is what you usually want to use. Whatever. Just don't play Insect Glaive, please, people, against a tempered monster that all have aura fields that will just F you over. Like, you're not invincible while you're flying through the air.
Believe me, I know that when I try to mount people as a bow.
And when you're on the ground, because you really have good ground combos, like the other 2 annoying creatures in this game that are dual blades and longsword, go to the tail
with your blade.
Just like Insect Glaives knock people over almost as much as longswords do, and it's okay, I'm done. Just don't be stupids.
Play Gunlance.
Yeah.
Eat Prilosec.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is good. Don't care about Overwatch. I need to sell this. Where do you think? How much cocaine can I get for this? Zero cocaine. I got some Overwatch. You want to give me the crack cocaine?
Could I get the cracks?
I just want to
just break it.
I want to make a video of like Overwatch Rage. It's just like install the game, pretend like I get really angry, and just put this through like a paper cutter.
Jesus.
Put this in a skeet shooter.
Yeah. I play it. I log on to Overwatch maybe like once or twice a week, and I play like 1 to 3 games of quick play, and after that I'm just like, good, done. Always terrible. Just when I played it the other day, it was good. It was like over the weekend I got on and we got a team, and I won like the 100 coin thing from Overwatch League, where they give you 100 league tokens for watching a game.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, I'll just go get a New York XL skin. And I looked at Anna. I was like, yeah, I want that. So I played her, and it was just a good game. It's a good game. We had me and a Moira and a couple tanks and some DPS that sucked, but oh well, we still won. And we had 2 of those games that went well, and there was the third game. It was just terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah.
It was a different group. I got kicked out of working with the team that it kept me with for 2 games because we won. So you can't do that anymore.
No.
No, and then it was not fun. Just a not fun game.
You're doing well. Ah, sweet.
Punishment time.
We're gonna increase the people you're fighting by 200 SR.
Honestly,
Thank you.
And I've never personally experienced it, but I've watched IDDQD experience it, where it was yesterday or the day before maybe. He went on, and so there was his team. It was him at like top 500 or GM or something.
Yeah.
Another GM, and then a 4 squad of masters. And the other team was 2 GMs, or a GM and a master, and a 4 squad of top 500. Balance.
Game balance.
Like, what? How? And he waited probably for like 6 or 7 minutes to get that. Plus, he was put on East Coast servers, as he's in LA.
Balance.
That's one thing I never understand in his streams, is how he constantly gets put on East Coast servers. Like, how is that not an option?
In other games, it lets you select what server you want to play on. So that
I'm pretty
happen.
sure that's what they do in Overwatch. And he, like, I've seen him go and be like, I want to play on Korean servers because if I'm gonna have.
He loves
like,
playing with Koreans because they communicate so well. I remember watching him. He's like, "This is why I play on Korean servers,
like
because the communication."
He suffers through 400 ping so he could play with people who don't fucking blow.
Yeah.
Instead of getting put on 200 or whatever he gets put on for East Coast, and playing with people just are bad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, all the good players are on the West Coast at this point. Even the good Korean players are on the West Coast.
Is New York actually in New York?
No, everyone's in LA. Every game's in LA.
Oh yeah. NYXL.
Yeah, I mean, no.
West Coast. I mean,
the
that's
2
where the
LA teams
arena
are
is.
literally the only teams that are in their home city.
Yeah.
Because I mean, New York doesn't have a arena for it, so
We should see if we could go to one of those someday. If Overwatch still exists, go watch like an Overwatch League game.
that'd be cool.
In
I know
California.
they're building in Korea. I mean, they have ones, but I think they're building a specific Overwatch one in Korea.
I'm sure they would there.
I think San Francisco has plans, but that's still fucking California.
That's-
There's got to be
that's
somewhere on
West
East Coast
Coast.
that has plans at least to build.
I would hope somewhere in New York. New York's big enough.
Yeah. The Buffalo
Somehow they
XL.
somehow they keep making space in New York City for things. I don't understand. You can only build up
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah, we have the 432nd story Overwatch League stadium. It's just a big bulb at the top of
Yeah.
the building. Like, oh,
Oh wow.
that looks safe.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I'm gonna stay away
Yeah.
from that area in general.
Can't wait for that thing to fall.
Yeah.
Came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, I don't know.
Came down
Games
like
are
a
like,
wrecking ball.
I don't know. There's so many games. I don't know. There was some other game that I was looking forward to that was supposed to be coming out. Besides, like, I should also preface that I don't have nostalgia for God of War, and I never really played any of the God of War early games. My brother did, and I like watched him play it, and it looked fun. It was just kind of button mashy.
Yeah, it's just swing your sword.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, and I know I'm judging the new one before I play it or see it at all, but, like, that seems like the
combat, yeah. I mean, from what I've
combat for it, so...
Yeah, I don't know. What I've seen, the combat does seem a little bit more deliberate. Like, I don't know. Did you ever see the first trailer for the God of War where they fight that, like, big troll with the huge stone column?
Nah.
Never mind. Everyone's like, wow, that just seemed like a really big cutscene that you're not really doing anything. But then they actually showed him fight it like it was a boss with a health bar. And it was very, like, deliberate, dodge rolling, like, coming in, getting a couple slashes, weaving back out of combat, and then throwing your axe. And then with the axe, you can, like, throw it into an enemy, and then it will stay into the enemy and freeze the enemy in place until you call it back, and then you just start punching with your hands, and then you, like, the axe will be behind you, and you just go like this, grab the axe, come through, and do, like, it seems very surprisingly fluid for being like a super tight, close camera angle.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Will that just be boss fights?
I don't know.
Because, like...
I mean, how many games do you play anywhere where the lackeys are boring until you get to the boss fights anyway?
Well, I don't play those games that much.
Well, then maybe it's not for you.
Yeah.
I always loved the Dynasty Warrior style of games where it's just hordes of enemies that you're just slashing through with overpowered abilities.
Yeah, I played Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls. Darksiders. I played one of those, and like, that's what it was. It was just
I didn't get to that.
Use your abilities. Look, you got what is the sword thing? Slashing.
Yeah,
you get the boss.
You get
the
them
same fucking thing.
Yeah, and they're slightly more puzzly. The only time I've ever liked mob combat and actually enjoyed it was in like Zelda games. But it's not even, I don't know, but it's also boring at the same time. I don't know. It's hard to do multiplayer, like several people combat that feels real good. That's not just button mashy.
Yeah. Like, that's why I'd prefer just first person shooter. I think that's my ideal style of game.
Yeah.
Just like Call of Duty campaigns, online, and zombies. I like that. I forget what other, and Battlefield, Medal of Honor. All of those are probably some of my favorite games. And then adventure style platformer.
I love third person adventure combat games. Like with swords will always be my favorite genre.
Like Zelda's and then
Monster Hunter.
See, like that's the thing is like it doesn't blend where like third person shooters. Not a big fan of them. Yeah. Just I don't know what it is about them even. There's just that feels like a disconnect between.
Oh, for third-person shooters.
Yeah,
because third-person shooters just turn into cover combat, which is boring.
Yeah,
because it's not as good of aiming that you get. Excuse me, in first-person shooters. First-person shooters are the only way that I really enjoy playing shooters. Third-person ones, like the only one that I've really enjoyed was like The Last of Us, but the combat of The Last of Us wasn't really what did it for me. It was
that's a story game, isn't it?
It is a lot of story, but like even the combat is cool just
and
because
survival.
Of it's survival and it's third person combat, but not like it's super fast paced third person combat, which doesn't exist. It's like Uncharted third person fast paced combat. It's like no, you're just sitting behind cover anyway.
Uncharted is the worst. Like I can't talk about that anymore.
I know you love that game. No, but The Last of Us is very like you're stealthing through because I mean, and I've talked about that I really enjoy The Last of Us, but it's because it's not like stealth is the option because stealth is an option. It's like you do stealth because you only have 8 rounds in the shotgun, and who knows when you're gonna get more shotgun ammo, so it's better to just go behind them, stab them with the shiv, and that shiv breaks, so now you need to make another shiv. But then like there's other ways to do combat, like, and it's stealthy, and like I like third person in that aspect of that third person shooter. And then when combat does come out, and it's like, all right, I've pulled out my shotgun, and the shotgun actually feels powerful where like I run out, I blast a dude in the chest, I blast another dude in the chest, and they're dead. It's not like I'm gonna take 4 shotgun shots to the chest because Uncharted, and it's like
that's why I like early game Assassin's Creed. Early game because like once you get past the midpoint of Assassin's Creed game, you have too much stuff.
Yeah.
It does like
a lot
early
of games
game
are like that where it's like the grind at the beginning is almost the funner part where you're weak because there's more challenge. Games
so like
don't balance you getting new abilities.
Into like a complex early game, you have a bow and arrow, cool. You have 3 arrows. You use them wisely.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm probably 3/4 of the way through Assassin's Creed Origins right now, which I haven't played because Monster Hunter, but so like I'm at the point where it's like, oh look, infiltrate this like code like triple red base. Look, there's like 4 captains you gotta get. It doesn't matter. I have a bow that literally just one shots everything.
Snipe from a distance, and
I'm safe. I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill everyone in that tower.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get all the arrows. And then I'm gonna kill everyone in the next one. And then I see the captain. I'm gonna kill him. Oh no, I can't one shot him. But I can 2-shot him, so it doesn't matter. and time slows down.
Yeah.
And I have poison.
One of my favorite gaming experiences was the beginning of Uncharted 3. I don't know if you've ever played any of the Uncharted games, but like everyone
I've played 4.
Everyone loves Uncharted 3, and like everyone, because that was kind of like a turn. I mean, some people love Uncharted 1 and 2. They're completely different than the Uncharted 3, but like I played Uncharted 3. The first half of that game, or not even half, like the first 30% of that game, you're relatively weaker because you have to like carve these monsters and like you get skins and you can upgrade stuff, and you don't have as many abilities, and it's harder. Like you have to be good about being stealthy, and like you don't.
Wait, are you saying Far Cry?
Yeah, Far Cry.
You
3.
said Uncharted before.
Did I say Uncharted?
You said Uncharted.
No, because then you said I played Far Cry 4, didn't you? Or did you say Uncharted 4?
No, I said Uncharted 4.
Talk about Far Cry.
I do like Far Cry.
Yeah, but like I remember Far Cry,
and it's the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, it's that same idea. It's like they don't know how to make games that treat your power curve properly, where it's still challenging the whole time. Because eventually you're just like, I'm God.
Yeah,
and I cannot die.
It's like, oh, you destroyed me with 8 shotguns? No, you didn't. I have God armor, and God, like, the bow in that game is ridiculous.
Yeah, seriously.
You've used a sniper rifle, but they don't know that you used a sniper rifle. You used a Barrett 50 cal in arrow form, pretty much.
Yeah, that like, yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, like I remember it was like I'm taking over the camps in Uncharted or Far Cry. In Far Cry 3. I would literally just be on the opposite side of a hill and snipe the entire base with I got the most powerful sniper rifle because if you go to all of like the telephone poles, you get the best sniper rifle in the game at a certain there's certain weapon unlocks at certain points. So I was like, oh, this thing's disgusting.
Yep.
And then I just killed everything with that. Oh, another good example, especially in stealth games, a lot of people don't like Metal Gear Solid 5. I like it and don't like it. And I think I've talked about Metal Gear Solid 5 a little bit on this. The beginning part of the game where you have no good weapons and pick up stuff and all that is so much harder than later in the game where it becomes trivial navigating those bases because all of the characters are always in the same spots in the camps because it's just like an open world. So it's not like deliberately set up differently every single place you go through, since it's just like you're returning to these bases you've been to several times. It kind of gets kind of easy knowing where everyone is, but when you start out the game with a pistol that doesn't have a suppressor on it, it makes you like have to play the game, or you get a pistol with suppressor, like that's it, and then all the other weapons, like eventually you get a sniper rifle that has a suppressor and just a kill sniper rifle that has a suppressor. And you can infinitely call down ammo to yourself in the game, like no matter where. So you never run out of suppressors. But I remember at the point where I just got like the sleep gun sniper rifle and the kill sniper rifle, I was just like, this isn't hard anymore. I'm just standing on top of this rooftop and they're all just sprinting around looking for me, and I'm just picking them off.
Yep.
And it became super easy as opposed to the beginning where it's like using the sniper rifle, like I was like, let's see how far away I can be and have them not notice me. They noticed me as soon as I shot off one sniper rifle round. Yeah. Because it's a loud gun.
It's a sniper rifle.
Yeah. And I remember that, like the first mission, I was like, oh wow, this is actually hard. And then I was like clearing missions in 10 minutes as opposed to like one of the first missions that takes like an hour and a half to get done. Yeah. So I always enjoy almost the beginnings of games more.
Yeah.
It's just because they don't know how to properly like give you level progression. Breath of the Wild, same way in a lot of ways, but I mean, I almost enjoyed the exploration of Breath of the Wild more than anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, although when I was going into stuff,
some of the enemies still hit you like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
In that game, though, so.
It was. It took a lot more grinding to get to the point of.
Yeah, it's hard to upgrade stuff in that game. Yeah. Plus. I mean, I don't think I ever just walked into a base thinking like, I'm gonna be fine. It was like, no, you gotta take out the lookouts and then you can make your way in. So yeah, never mind. There's still like that game.
Yeah,
even I like how hard they made that game.
Running into a white moblin or still like worrisome if I
Yeah.
don't have the right weapons on
sure.
me. So,
Yeah.
and it's like I see those and I'm like, I'm gonna change my armor. Like, I'd rather take the environmental, like higher environmental damage than go in without max armor.
Yeah. I think that game is a little bit better, but that's just because that game's actually like, they made that game hard. I remember when everyone's like, they watched the first demo of like the Lizalfos like dive bomb Link and like stab him with a spear, and it's like 8 health, like 8 hearts gone, and everyone's like, nothing has ever done that amount of damage in a Zelda game. Like even bosses only take like
Ganon
a heart
damage.
Yeah, which is cool. I appreciate it.
And even then, some games don't even have Ganon do that much.
It's usually like you only lose like 1 to 2 hearts at the most from most enemies in Zelda games, but then it was like immediately everything does more damage. I remember like the first time playing through.
You go into the first blue Bokoblin.
Yeah.
Like at the first base you go to, it's like, oh.
That's something why did we stop doing that co-op run of Breath of the Wild? That was actually really fun, especially when we switched on deaths, because it just made it more aggravating to learn the controllers.
Great, I'm not moving anymore, and I have to shoot the arrows.
Yeah. That was like, because we fought that first Bokoblin base for like a half an hour. We could not get it properly.
Because we were just like we just climb up this ladder. Oh, fuck. Damn.
I saw us again. Goddamn. I have 3 hearts. I would love to play that co-op. Someday.
Maybe someday.
Maybe this time.
We could do a Super Mario Odyssey speedrun co-op.
Oh God. What do I just do? Throw out the hat. Basically. I'll be the hat button.
Hat and jump. Well, it's hard because both of us can just shake the controller to hat.
Oh.
That'd be real hard. That'd be. There's a lot. We can't do that. There's jumps that I can't do controlling both.
Yeah.
Like
the routing would probably be a little different.
Be rough. Be real rough.
Yeah.
It'd be a 2-hour.
Yeah.
2-hour practiced.
I just want to play through that game, not speedrun.
You haven't played that yet?
No.
Oh no. Never mind.
I don't own a Switch.
Yeah.
I borrowed yours for Breath of the Wild.
That was before Odyssey came out.
Yeah. It's not like I like playing Odyssey. It's enjoyable, but I'm never like, I need to get a Switch or borrow your Switch to play it. It's whatever.
It's married.
Who knows? If I have enough extra money at some point in time, which definitely not anytime soon, maybe I'll buy it, especially with Smash Bros. Coming out. That way I could have Breath of the Wild, the Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Was announced.
Yep.
Since the last time we had a podcast. That's
pretty... My body's ready.
Yeah. It's such an intense trailer, too.
I know.
So different than like, it's Smash Brothers. It's like, welcome to this burning flame ball and them all standing in silhouette behind it or in front of it. Just, we've been waiting for you.
Oh, I'm so fucking ready.
Join a Splatoon, kid.
Yeah, I don't care about that, but
all of the oddball characters are always really cool, though.
Yeah.
Wii Fit Trainer, awesome.
I saw a meme that was like, next Smash character, Wiimote safety guy, like the one where he's spinning around is like showing you throwing the controller at the TV. It's like, yes, that guy. Please. I want that guy.
I don't know if this was an official thing, but I saw that they said Rare was thinking, or Microsoft, who owns Rare now, was going to consider letting Banjo and Kazooie be in it, because that's a Nintendo game, but they own the rights to it now. But who knows? That could have been a fake article. I just saw it on Instagram, like, that'd be cool.
Because I'm pretty sure that was
Banjo
thought of
Kazooie
for Melee or Brawl, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's been known to happen. I mean, we had Snake in a game. I wish Snake could have stayed in the Metal Gear, like, the lineup and stuff, because
I like he was a trolly, like,
so dumb and odd moves and
his stupid like mines. His
Scott was Snake. Stupidly good with him, and
this just hilarious like movement, like crawling on the ground, and
leaping at people, doing the dive tackle move. It was so good. I'm excited to see what characters they'll put in Switch, though. Breath of the Wild Link will be in it, so maybe they'll change him. They changed Mario in the most recent one, and they gave him the water pump as a move, but maybe
they give him a cap throw.
Just get rid of the water pump because that was dumb, like it was in Sunshine. Just give him the cap.
That was a good game.
Here's my buffer window of movement. Sunshine was okay.
It's a good game. They're good dogs, Brent.
I mean, all of them are good. There's no bad Mario game.
Sunshine was a good game, though.
It's the least of the series.
Look, that's false.
What's worse?
That's hard to say.
Yeah, exactly. Can't say a Galaxy game. Both of them are masterpieces.
Fucking love
of
Galaxy.
all the 3D Marios.
God damn it, though.
Of all the 3D Marios.
It's just like Sunshine.
Yeah, no, I mean I like Sunshine too, but I'm just saying of the like world games, or like the
3D,
like the 3D actual 3D, not like Super Mario Land or 3D World, but like of the actual.
Do you put Luigi's Mansion above it?
Luigi Mansion does not count in a Mario platformer. I'm talking about platforming Mario games.
Okay.
It is at the bottom of the list.
Look, that's
maybe Mario
not
64,
fair, though.
But like Mario 64 is just a different time. So like comparatively,
they were just too scared to give him a water pack in 64. They were thinking about it.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. I'm sure.
I don't want to admit you're right, but like I think you are.
I'm not saying it's a bad game.
I know that, but like I don't like that it's at the bottom.
It's at the bottom of the. I know it's a childhood. That's like my first Mario game too. Probably
64 was my first one.
I mean 64, yes, but like the first one I felt competent enough to play.
I was competent at it. I died a lot, but I was competent.
Whatever. Good for you. Nah, I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, Sunshine. Like the Galaxy games are just too good.
That was such a good mechanic to put in the worlds, just like the gravity playing.
I mean, how many 3D or like actual like Mario platformers like that? The 3D platformers that are real 3D platforms.
64, Sunshine, both Galaxies. Wii U had
nothing.
And then Odyssey.
Then Odyssey's the next real like Mario platformer like that. Holy crap. That's a huge gap between Galaxy 2 and Odyssey. Huh.
I'm glad they didn't release on Wii U. I would never have gotten to play that Mario game.
What a lot of people are thinking is that the new Super Smash Bros. Is just going to be kind of like a slightly up-res version of what was released on the Wii U with a few new characters, and they're just going to be like, oh, this is a new game. Because no one played the Wii U, so...
Who would know?
Exactly.
I mean, that's the reason a lot of people got a Wii U. It's because
it was a good Smash Bros.
Yeah. I think 4 is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Like, I like it better than... It's a balance between Brawl and Melee and Speed, at least.
Yeah.
And then there's a shit
mechanic.
ton of... Yeah. Fucking trip mechanic.
Dumbest thing ever created.
And then I think that's my favorite one.
Yeah, and it's like a really cool lineup and roster.
Yeah, and like I mean, there's so many characters at this point that a lot of them are pretty much the same thing.
But at the same time, there are like I feel like they haven't done that as much with like copy cutouts, except for like the Fire Emblems. Like Lucina's like what the frick. But I mean, they've done some smaller tweaks that have made them a little bit more unique. But even at the same time, like. Yes, there are 7 Fire Emblem characters, but a few of them are at least unique. Like Ike has a different moveset. Robin has a different moveset, and so does Corrin. All of them have like pretty unique moves. But then it's like Roy, Marth, and Lucina are all relatively the same character.
Well, Roy's pretty much Roy and Ike are kind of the same.
No, Roy and Marth are like the same. Yeah. Because back in Smash Bros. Melee... Roy and Marth were basically the same, but one did more, like, Roy did more damage. Yeah. Ike has, like, the slow, crazy greatsword.
Oh yeah.
Marth and Roy are the same, and same as Lucina is the same as Marth.
Lucena's literally Marth with less damage and
Yeah,
just
a little more
slightly
speed.
faster. I mean, but okay,
Marth's
that
like
is
the
Marth's
is
just
the
a middle, yeah.
and then Roy is on one end of the spectrum, and Lucina's on the other, and then you have the other three, which are all relatively unique.
Yeah, I've never played Corrin. Robin is insanely different with
The magic.
yeah.
I love Corrin. I mean, you saw me use Corrin.
Oh, he's the dragon dude.
Wii U
Yeah.
for one day.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. And then, so all those were unique, and then, well, Dark Pit was stupid.
Yeah. That was really just why.
But, like, Zero Zoot Samus isn't like anything else.
Yeah, but she's also overpowered. Maybe still. I don't know.
I think she's a little bit less on the Switch. I don't know. Have I ever even played Switch? No, it's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
So, no, yeah, I've played. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm excited. Because
Yeah,
if they keep
that'd
it
be cool.
closer to as close to 4, if they do like the reskin for 4U, it'd be like,
I would be totally down for them to make a new one. Even in the same engine. Just use the same engine and then
Add
the
a-
graphics or something.
I'd love a story mode like they had in Brawl. It'd be fun. Just fun to play through.
Sure.
Because
I
it
didn't
doesn't
like that. I
that
didn't
doesn't
like the Brawl
affect
one.
that doesn't affect the multiplayer at all.
Yeah, it's permissive. Yeah, like you don't need. It's fine.
Like
yeah.
keeping the like classic, I don't even know, like the melee route, just do like these missions all in a row and then
Yeah,
fight
I like when
hand.
how they gave several options to unlock characters. It wasn't like you just had to play the story to get
Yeah.
all the characters too. But
Also, don't make it like 8,000 multiplayer fights to unlock.
yeah, 500 fights with Ganon.
Have fun.
To
I mean,
unlock.
to be fair, that's what I would use, but
Yeah. I wonder if they would. I remember there was this guy online who did like he made new like Smash Bros characters and he put them into the Melee engine, but he made two different versions of Ganondorf, where one's all magic using Ganondorf and one actually uses that Twilight Princess sword he was stabbed with.
oh
It
yeah,
was really cool. He made two versions. I
Dual
really liked
Blades,
that.
Wind Waker Ganon.
That too. Yeah, I would love to see a Toon Ganon. Ugh. Be really cool.
Yeah. Or what's her name?
Tetra?
Yeah, Tetra.
That'd be interesting. Just how Zelda and Sheik are separate entities and having a. Well, there's no Toon Zelda, but I would rather have a Tetra.
Well, there is. Tetra gets changed into Zelda in Wind Waker.
But you know how like they separate? They're two separate characters now. In Smash Bros, I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
They didn't make. It's not like a transformation move anymore. It's just there's just Sheik and just Zelda now. I was thinking, like I could care less about getting a Toon Zelda, but having like a Toon Tetra, that'd be kind of cool.
Because
Like a
Toon Zelda
pirate.
was just boring Zelda.
Yeah. Help me.
Yeah. Tetra's badass pirate lady.
Yeah, she was cool.
Such a good game.
Yeah, I've been bit by piece listening to the 30th anniversary of the. I don't know if that's an official one or they just took a conglomerate of all these different like orchestras of it, but it doesn't sound like a audience orchestra. It sounds studio recorded, not just like some. I took this audio and put this like picture over it of just 30th anniversary. It seems legit and it sounds amazing. Was listening to it while I was taking my shower today. It's like this is good music.
Music.
Love it. I'm gonna scrub a dub in my music tub.
Same.
All right. Anyway.
I don't know what we're talking about. Smash. Excited for Smash. Can't wait for that.
Yeah,
to come
Smash
out.
is coming
I
out.
can't
Who
wait
knows
for the new Mario Tennis. I love the Mario Tennis.
Yes,
games.
they're legitimately like I cannot wait to play that. You need to get that game because
It's planned.
okay,
That's-
good. I love that. I always tried to look for it at GameStops and stuff to get the one for GameCube.
Mario Power Tennis. I love that game so much.
It was so fun.
Me and Adam, it was always, I forget, I changed characters a lot. Adam always used Koopa because he had the stupid water drop where it just like boop boop, 2 tiny bounces.
Oh yeah.
Ugh,
I can't. I think I do like Donkey Kong because he could like load into the barrel with his tennis racket and it would launch out and do this like superpower. I would love to play that game.
It was so well made on the GameCube.
Yeah.
Like,
It was super fun. It was so intense, and like the actual story mode was really hard. I remember.
yeah, once you got past like, what was it, when like probably mushroom then flower. Once you got to like star,
Yeah,
that cup was insane.
It got hard. Like I remember doubles being really hard.
Oh yeah,
Like when you have a computer player playing with you, so there's like no consistency. Yeah, I would love to. Sweet. Bayonetta 3 is coming out. I don't know if you're ever interested in getting a Bayonetta game. Speaking of
I need to like
mob spammy. I mean, but that one actually has combos.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
I was thinking about possibly getting like because I know they re-released like a remaster of 1 and 2 on the Switch too. Thought about getting that, but it came out at the same time as like Monster Hunter and Assassin's Creed, and I was getting those, so never really found time. Plus, I still need to finish Xenoblade.
I was just about to ask you
Still
that.
need to finish
I'm like,
it.
did you finish
I'm at
that?
the same point we were at when the last time you came over and watched. I haven't done anything since that. I got it out. I
like that game.
Yeah, and I got it out at school, like the first week of school. I was like ready to play it, and I got in and I was ready, and then like it hit me. It was like I should just be doing work. Like,
yeah, it's tough.
I shouldn't immediately start procrastinating everything.
I would say you have this week-long break to play it, but Monster Hunter. So
it's a constant struggle of do I want to do anything else or do I want to play Monster Hunter?
Yep.
Monster Hunter wins.
I've been reading a little bit of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but this whole week was supposed to be me like really like just read the book, just get it all in the brain. But Monster Hunter, like I was gonna get home last night from rock climbing and read, but then I just played Monster Hunter. Yep. So gotta get those sick decos, man. Yeah, as my brother would say.
Frickin' grind of Tempereds is
the real end game.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to pay for it.
That's true. You just have to pay with your sweat, blood, tears of, oh my god, do I really have to fucking fight this thing again? And do I really have to get the 80-second max player 2 tempered that I can't even like SOS for because it would just be making it harder on myself?
Play it solo.
I've got just every other tempered I get is that, and plus they're all 2 rewards, so it's like,
yeah,
you're just punishing me.
Yeah, that 4 reward I got for the TO shirt was fun.
Oh god,
that was super fun. Like getting 4
it was
players,
just
15
so fun
minutes,
to play
and
now.
it's just balls to the wall. Like everyone's super hyper aggressive. Heavy bow gun makes me jealous, and whatever. I'm not talking about Monster Hunter again.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Do I have any other? What was I?
I don't know. I got nothing else.
Oh yeah, just for just a
Like
heads
and
up.
subscribe.
Heads up to everyone. No, that comes at the end. Heads up, in case you're a fan of Hamilton
Crush that like button.
Dear Evan Hansen, Lin-Manuel has released. I think it's actually the video for YouTube at least is under Atlantic Records.
It is.
But there is a what's it called? Mashup done by Ben Platt and Lin-Manuel Miranda of the songs You Will Be Found and The Story of Tonight, done just together, written by Alex Lacamoire, and it is incredible. I love it so much.
It's really good. Have you listened to the rest of Dear Evan Hansen? Did you ever really get into it?
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so
because I remember you started listening to it, and then
Adam and Kate are talking about trying to get season tickets for Shays this year.
Nice.
Like because they didn't get them last year, they don't get like the first up for redoing, so they have to try and squeeze in when they first release it to the public.
And it's such a good lineup.
It's Hamilton. It's Dear Evan Hansen. I think Rent is coming through.
It's really good musicals.
It's loaded again. Last year was also
Hamilton
loaded.
and Dear Evan Hansen right there, like the 2 best musicals 2 years in a row. And also not just like, it's not like not that there's anything wrong with Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, like great musical, but it's not like as iconic. Like Hamilton's considered one of the best musicals to come out in the past 2 decades. And then Dear Evan Hansen as well.
Yeah, I've walked through campus and heard people singing Hamilton multiple times. I've never heard someone singing Gentleman's Guide ever.
Yeah, no one really knows it. I don't know. It was a weird one to win Best Musical. It's amazing, but it's more niche. It's more typical musical winner around the others. The most iconic ones that have really come out I can think of in the past couple decade anyways. Mormons, Book of Mormon. Book of Mormon, Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, and I think one other one I can really think of that everyone was like super about, but I can't think of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and of those I've seen Book of Mormon twice. Such a good musical.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, it's the humor I like because it's literally just South Park. Such a good musical.
Yeah.
Like in this, I could go on and on about it, but if Adam and Kate go season tickets, it's gonna be easier for me to buy tickets for those shows, and I'm gonna be poor.
Yeah, I would love to see them. It'd be cool. I'm so attached to how, I don't know, it sucks when you start listening to a cast album so much though, because I'm so attached to Lin-Manuel Miranda as Hamilton.
It'll be weird.
That sucks. And also Ben Platt is so good as Evan Hansen, where, man, I don't know. It's tough. I still would want to see it just for the experience of it.
I'm at the point where anything about like Alexander Hamilton that I just like read, it's in Lin-Manuel's voice.
Yeah.
Those are two are attached just
forever.
Yeah.
In the
same with just every character, like George Washington, it's I forget Chris Jackson.
Yeah.
It's Leslie Odom Jr. is Aaron Burr. Just everything.
Yeah.
It's all of the characters.
What's the dude who played Jefferson?
Daveed Diggs.
Yeah, Daveed Diggs.
He's Diggs. He's
so like
Lafayette. I don't even hear like an actual French person anymore. It's just Daveed Diggs.
Yeah. No one mentions my technical. I can't do the rap. Whatever. Yeah. No, I'm excited. But yeah, go listen to that song. It's just Found Tonight. The song. It's really good.
Yeah, it's on Spotify. I'm sure it's on Apple Music or whatever iPhones use at this point.
Yeah.
And I think that's the podcast.
Wow, we gave a movie rec. That's like classic for us. Movie recs and
what movie rec?
I meant to say music.
Oh yeah,
music rec. But we used to do that. Here's my movie rec. If you haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road, go see Mad Max Fury Road. I really need to watch it again.
My movie rec is
I saw Spider-Man Homecoming also.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was
nice.
Okay.
Mine's gonna be Thor Ragnarok. Fucking good movie.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Not Black Panther though. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Black Panther.
I would like Black Panther more if it had T'Chad in it instead of God.
I am T'Chad and I'm here to save Wakanda.
Ben, what's your D&D character's name for this Space Odyssey? It's T'Chad. I will only be referred to as T'Chad.
I forget. Was that your actual name?
Yeah, in the space thing, it was as a just look up T'Chad Black Panther like in Google and it'll pop up the whole issue. It's funny. It's very funny. People are so weird.
I love going on Twitter and just being like, oh, there's a controversial tweet. Click.
Yeah.
Let's look through the comments for an hour. And it's like, it's a mixture of like laughing at them because they're so stupid and getting mad because they're so stupid.
Yeah.
And the fighting of those emotions in my mind is just pleasurable at this point.
The general consensus on the T'Chad thing I agree with though. For the don't make Black Panther a white guy.
Oh,
that's it. Also name him T'Chad.
Which because you told me about that and I looked it up it was I don't remember where it was, either Google or just like in Instagram because I thought it would be memey.
Yeah.
It's an actual African name is T'Chad. It's not like because like I mean the T apostrophe name is just super African.
Yeah, it's the reason T'Chad's funny because T'Chad is such like a rich white man name too. Where it's like
Chad is a rich white man name. T'Chad is just
it's just funny. Or it's like to Bruce.
Yeah,
like it's if you just put that like whatever you would call that, suffix, or
I don't know.
I don't know what those, but just putting that in front of, like, it's just so funny to me.
Oh, fuck.
It's so hilarious. Go look up the Chad stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's a
there
good
you
drawing,
go.
but it's just not right.
Just the picture of just that white dude's face on the Black Panther suit.
Oh, God.
Also,
So
Black
funny.
Panther is just...
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Also, it's an unnecessary name because panthers are already black. To be a panther, you have to be a black leopard.
Yeah.
Black leopard. That should be his name. Or panther. Just straight panther.
I like having the color.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of heroes have, it's just weird because it's Iron Man, Captain America,
Yeah. Black leopard.
Spider-Man. There's always some adjective. Unless you're Hulk or Thor. But that's
The
because
Incredible Hulk and the Mighty Thor.
It's true.
So they just shortened them in the thing because they're so there. Like...
But those are like their names too. Like Thor's name is just Thor,
Yeah,
so it's
Thor,
easier.
Odin's
Where it's
son,
not like
and Hulk Banner, I
Yeah.
guess.
yeah, I mean
maybe.
but like the Hulk as entity is the Hulk.
Yeah. The Thor.
Like that's his name. Yeah, it's not the Iron Man. It's just Iron Man. Like yeah. So, anyway, yeah, go watch.
I mean, because I'm not. Is it still Peter Parker is Spider-Man in the MCU? It's still
Spider-Man?
Peter Parker, right?
That's
Yeah.
Peter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I realized like I never thought about if it was a different Spider-Man or if it was Peter Parker.
No, that's Peter.
Okay.
Miles Morales is like the African American.
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
Also, I don't
or-
know all of the
or
Spider-Mans.
Those
I know
those
Miles-
Are like the two main
Yeah.
ones, and then there's also the Gwen
Oh yeah, Spider-Woman or Spider-Girl.
Spider Girl. She looks
Isn't that the white suit?
Yeah,
I
it's like the
fucking
white-
love that
yeah,
one.
It's really cool.
Like white and like the almost whiter red.
Yeah.
Like pinker
It's
red.
like the vibrant kind of like red pink in there.
That suit's awesome.
Pink. Yeah, that suit's really cool. It's one of the better designs I think recently. Yeah, I don't know. Go watch. Oh God, Mad Max! I need to watch it. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Destroy the like button.
Just decimate it.
Obliterate the subscribe button and
Just pound that
pound like
that comment.
type
Pound-
just type
pound
in a
that
comment.
in.
Just type in a comment. Normal
Yeah.
types will work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we will see you guys in another couple weeks.
Hopefully people say smash that like button. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck the like button.
Yeah. Give it a good.
Yeah.
Give it a good tap.
Give it a good dicking. And we'll get back to you guys in a couple weeks. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Bye bye.